goat yoga. Goat yoga has quickly grown in popularity. Heather Lake shows us how one local nonprofit is taking advantage. Heather.
Well, yoga's got a little bit of a twist here in Encinitas. So we're just a little inland, right in Olivenhain, and you get some llamas, you get some goats, and you get a little bit of yoga. I'm not sure if you're going to get your full yoga that all of you were hoping for, but you're going to get some fun and some laughs along with it. So this is pretty cool. It's called Sugar Sweet Farm. If you've never been out here, well, you gotta come visit, because this is probably the most laughing you're gonna do in a long time, unless you get to go to a live comedy show, right? So Elizabeth Sugarman, this is your space. This is like your Zen space that you have turned into a really cool farm for people to come visit. I always wonder with the goats, how do they interact with people during yoga? Are they jumping on their backs? Are they just nibbling on your shirt? A little bit of all of it.
Yeah, a little bit of all of it. They're naturally curious. So this is, we think that we're coming to play with goats, but really I'm bringing people in, my goats, to play with them. They think it's a hoot. They love when people come. They run to the classroom and they can't wait for yoga, and they love people. So it's just, it's the highlight of their day.
Well, and a pretty cool turnout too, even with the drizzle coming down. People are like, listen, it just doesn't matter. It's kind of where you take all of that ego, whatever was going on, you throw it out the window, you come have some outdoor fun, and you realize you're going to get dirty.
Absolutely. And when you get lower, on a lower plane than a llama, that's such a big animal, that there's a little humility that goes with that. It's humbling.
I feel like this llama is like kind of teaching the class, by the way.
Yeah.
This one sitting at the front is so funny. He looks like so wise, and he's like, all of you, just listen to me. It's such a silly thing. Do you have, what's the kind of feedback that you get from people when they're coming out and they're kind of like, they didn't really know what they were getting into, but they had a friend tell them about this?
Yes, people come in and a lot of people are surprised right in the driveway. A friend will bring them as their birthday surprise, and I'll say, welcome to Goat Yoga, and we'll say, oh my gosh, I've always wanted to do this. And they don't really know what they're getting into, and they're surprised afterwards that it has been more than just a lark or kind of a whimsical thing, that it actually touches them. A lot of people, especially the llamas, they have a spiritual healing presence, and it's a great comfort to people.
Yeah, comforting, therapeutic,
yes,
spontaneous, which we haven't had a lot of in the past year, so something like kind of cool. By the way, we have some really interesting special guests here today that I've been able to talk to and get to know. I've worked with the organization Challenged Athletes Foundation in San Diego. It's a nonprofit that helps challenge athletes get a lot of their different limbs that they need after they've had an amputation, and it's pretty cool to talk to some of them. Heather, here, you're one of the newer athletes, and I wanted to talk to you about coming out here and just being here with Goat Yoga. I mean, you're holding a baby goat, you're getting to do some stretches, you have a new set of legs. Tell us a little bit about your story and how people can kind of relate to you and be inspired by you.
I got the flu a couple years ago and went septic and then lost my legs. Challenge Athletes was so great in the beginning. They reached out to my husband, and they've just been so, and I got a grant last year, and I'm just waiting for Running Legs to be made. Just because of COVID, it kind of got put on hold.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited.
You're an athlete. You're going to get back to it. Your story is so inspiring for all of us. And I think the even cooler thing is that you're out here trying something new that's totally outside of the realm of normalcy.
It's so much. Look at this baby. It's
falling asleep in your arms.
I know. I'm with it. It's so fun. This is crazy. I love it. I love it.
Just being able to smile and laugh and giggle a little bit. By the way, just thank you so much for sharing your story and being a part of Challenge Athletes Foundation. I know it's going to be such a special moment for you, especially when some of these events and these races get back. It's just amazing to see. And so thank you so much for sharing your story. Enjoy, little goat there. And for more information on Goat Yoga, if you want to come out here and do a downward dog, or I think they're calling it a downward goat. I'm not really sure. Fox5sandiego.com, click on the Scene on tab. I'm gonna just do a little stretch here. I've got the goat leading the way, the llama as my guide, and I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
I don't know, Heather. That llama right there next to you, that llama's not having it. Nope. Not, yep, okay.